The sports world is reeling. NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, known for his outspoken personality and dominant career, is facing a $50 million lawsuit. The allegations? Shocking. Horrific. Sharpe's ex-girlfriend, identified only as Jane Doe, claims he subjected her to a nightmare of abuse. Rape, battery, sexual assault. This isn't just a scandal, it's a full-blown legal firestorm. On April 21, 2025, Doe filed her lawsuit in a Nevada court, sending shockwaves through the sports world and beyond. The lawsuit paints a disturbing picture of a relationship built on manipulation, control, and violence. Doe's attorneys, led by the formidable Tony Busby, are known for taking on high-profile cases, often representing alleged victims of sexual misconduct. They're not backing down, they're prepared to fight tooth and nail for justice. Sharpe, through his attorney, vehemently denies the allegations. He calls it a shakedown, an attempt to extort money from a successful man. But the details of the lawsuit are difficult to ignore. Doe claims Sharpe threatened her, controlled her every move, and forced himself on her repeatedly. She describes a pattern of abuse that allegedly escalated over time, culminating in terrifying incidents that left her emotionally and physically scarred. This isn't Sharpe's first brush with the law. He has a history of legal troubles, including previous allegations of sexual misconduct. Now he faces the fight of his life, one that could tarnish his legacy and cost him millions. The stakes couldn't be higher. Their relationship began like a fairy tale, at least on the surface. Jane Doe, a young and aspiring fitness enthusiast, met Shannon Sharpe, a legend in the sports world, at an LA gym in 2023. He was charming, charismatic, and powerful. She was smitten. But the fairy tale quickly morphed into a nightmare. According to the lawsuit, Sharpe exerted control over Doe, dictating her schedule, monitoring her communications, and even allegedly threatening her if she disobeyed. The lawsuit alleges that Sharpe's behavior became increasingly possessive and abusive. He allegedly demanded sexual acts, filmed her without consent, and subjected her to verbal and physical abuse. Doe claims Sharpe's temper was explosive, and she lived in constant fear of triggering his rage. Then came a turning point, a public humiliation that shook Doe to her core. In September 2024, Sharpe accidentally live-streamed himself on Instagram, engaged in sexual activity with another woman. The incident went viral, exposing Sharpe's infidelity to the world and leaving Doe feeling betrayed and humiliated. This public betrayal, according to the lawsuit, led to a horrifying escalation of Sharpe's alleged abuse. Doe claims that Sharpe, enraged by her attempts to distance herself after the livestream incident, raped her on multiple occasions, brutally battering her and leaving her fearing for her life. Doe's lawsuit details a pattern of coercive control and violence, alleging that Sharpe used his physical presence, his influence, and even threats of violence to keep her trapped in a relationship that had become a living hell. She describes an incident where Sharpe allegedly choked her, leaving her gasping for air, and another where he allegedly threatened her with a firearm. The lawsuit also alleges that Sharpe's controlling behavior extended to Doe's finances. He allegedly limited her access to money, making her dependent on him and further isolating her from potential support systems. Doe felt trapped, alone, and terrified. Jane Doe is seeking $50 million in damages, but her lawsuit is about more than money. It's about holding Shannon Sharpe accountable for his alleged actions and shining a light on the dark side of power and fame. It's about giving a voice to victims of abuse and encouraging them to come forward, no matter how powerful their abuser may be. The road ahead will be long and arduous. Sharpe is a wealthy and well-connected figure, and he's vowed to fight the allegations with everything he has. But Jane Doe and her legal team are prepared for battle. They believe in their case, and they're determined to see justice served. This lawsuit is a stark reminder that fame and fortune don't excuse abusive behavior. The world is watching, waiting to see if the justice system will hold Shannon Sharpe accountable for the horrors he allegedly inflicted on Jane Doe. If you found this video informative, please subscribe, like, comment, and share for more content.